So, this again, I suppose. I originally just wanted to do an audio recording, but that did not work out, so I have to do something else, and I am not going to show you guys my location, so that's why this is black and everything. But that shouldn't matter. You shouldn't know more about me than I already gave off. This is another chance at this winter sketchbook thing, I guess. I mean, sketchbook is just, it's a no-see. I mean, technically, the object show that used to be drawing pad, but now it's something. But now my object show is completely different. I mean, yeah, it's cool, but I realized on sketchbook animations was basically a failed concept. I understand, like, oh, why would it be a failed concept? What about it being successful? You had the time, you had the money, you had the place. I didn't have any of those things. I, I mean, soon enough, I'm going to start making money, and I don't really have the time. I don't have the place to do any of this stuff. I don't have the place to being sketchbook. I don't have to, and I don't really want to be sketchbook anymore. I mean, that's why I changed my name to Linster or Lynn, because it gives me an only persona of something different. I mean, Linster is just like it's definitely a reference to Battle for Dream Island, but like Looster and all of that. Like I think Gelatin was the character, but that's not the point. I guess I get the Battle for Dream Island reference for the people who know it, but for the people who don't know it, she's a cool nickname, which I rather see it as that, a cool nickname, rather than the Battle for Dream Island reference. Because, yeah, that's my have to show interest is not the main goal of this video. It has nothing to do with it. It's just, I am getting older. I don't have the time to do this. Or the passion. I think my biggest issue is that I don't have passion anymore. I don't have passion to be sketchbook anymore or to really make videos. Sure, I'm putting out some content, but it's not like I'm trying to be internet famous here. Cause I'm not that kind of kid, or really a kid that much anymore. I mean, I mean, sure, I don't mind pink. My bedroom has a lot of pink. It has a color wheel. It's every child is an artist from Pablo Picasso. You know, being an art kid, and that's just a funny thing. I am still an art kid. Even though now I'm morally not focusing on art and focusing on my education and focusing on scholarships, focusing on tests and exams and everything else, unlike, this whole thing. I mean, I, I mean, being sketchbook was a cool idea. I mean, to me, representing a sentient object with limbs and feelings and thoughts is amazing enough. But it just never really worked out. I mean, you can't be a kid forever. You can't be immature. And I'm not saying that YouTubers who grew up watching YouTube, become YouTubers, are childish in any ways. I mean, there's definitely plenty of YouTubers that are mature, that don't let their job overtake their life, because there needs to be a balance. And I had kind of like a balance. I mean, up until now, I didn't really consider about having a job. I was scared. I still am, but I'm not as scared because, well, I actually I want to have the chance to do that kind of stuff and, um, you know, try to talk more about it in depth. Like maybe in the future video if I really make any. I mean, I do have a surprise video that's gonna come out within a couple of weeks, but it's a speed paint. I would say it didn't take me like too long from what I remember. Yeah, sure, you can say that, oh, I take 10 hours, but that's not very realistic because I don't do it all in one sitting. A lot of times, for me, art takes multiple days, so for me to do it all in one sitting, it makes me really uncomfortable. Although I know that speed paint, you're supposed to do it within a certain amount of time, and I haven't really realized that my videos wouldn't be considered that much of speed painting until now, which I still consider them speed painting because this is from someone who wasn't so much in a novice of art or the concept of speed painting. I mean, for me now, it's just drawing. It's like doing it for fun, doing it as a passion, and I do it with a passion, and many of my acquaintances and friends also do as a passion. I mean, isn't that what art's supposed to be? You enjoying it instead of just, oh, this needs to be for this and this and that. It just doesn't make any sense. No. I mean, and that's what makes it so funny to realize that YouTubing isn't that great. It isn't fun. It used to be fun, like going around talking to people like, oh, I'm a YouTuber. That's what I wanted to be. But now I don't really want to be that. I mean, I plan on joining the military and working in like a laboratory, if anything. Like, I'm getting a doctorate degree within the science community, so that way I can do that. And I always liked science. I liked science for years, and I also like math. Math is interesting, but and yeah, that's sort of it. I If I upload anything after the special video, it'll be because I just want to do it. It might be once a month, it might be once every 3, 4 months. It may or may not be consistent. And I'm probably gonna abandon this channel this year because like probably after April, like maybe May or June, I'm gonna be busy with working and busy doing stuff, busy preparing for the military next year, busy doing everything I can to do. The busy going outside, busy learning how to play a piano, which yeah, and if I do come back to this channel, it will be because I care about the fans. I mean, I'm not doing any of this to because I don't care. I'm doing this because it's for my own good. I don't want to be. I mean, I was addicted to social media at one point. I was addicted to the internet. I was addicted to being an internet personality, which I'm not. I'm not cut for any of this. And if you don't want, and my advice to my followers, to my friends, and everything, if if all you just do is YouTube and not take care of yourself, it's even worse that way. It doesn't matter whether or not your job is the most important thing to you. You need to balance out a life and take care of yourself and everything. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do now. Trying to repair the damage that I have done to myself and everyone else. This is not supposed to be an apology video because the people who I have truly hurt are people in person, and I already have apologized to them, and try building back the bridges, and I guess, I guess I got in despair. But I'm not gonna talk about anything that's not related to the thing. So, one last thing. Um, yeah, I'm the video that, um, all I'm just trying to say, I'm not trying to discourage anyone from using social media, like YouTube. Like, even though I'm trying to limit on how much apps and how much stuff I use in general, I am not trying this. I am not trying this. I am not trying to discourage anyone. I'm just trying to say, be mindful of what platforms and content you use. Because if you use too much, if you if you use on an unhealthy level, then you need help. Like, I know that I needed help. And that's a wrap.